And we've done it. The Georgia-only squad is into the playoffs, the earliest of any of the state-only challenges at the end of Season 2. We won our division by a couple games, finishing off with a very dominant win over a fellow division rival, the Carolina Panthers, 28-9. That leaves us in the wild card round after we went 11-6. But we will be facing a tough Seahawks team led by Patrick Mahomes, who's coming off a year with just shy of 4,800 passing yards, 44 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. They have the 8th ranked offense in terms of points per game, 12th in passing yards, 15th in rushing. Their defense, also pretty good. 13th in points per game, 14th in passing yards per game, and 4th in rushing yards a game. So we definitely have a lot that we're going to have to overcome. We've played well up to this point, and I would love to keep the streak of not losing a single playoff game on this channel. So fingers crossed as we jump on in.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll go show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be.
And the playoffs begin on offense. Matthew Stafford, the veteran, very possibly could be his last year. Start off with a run by the second year at this point, James Cook, gain of 6. And we'll go with an empty set on 2nd and 4, 2 to the bottom, 3 up top. Will be a quick pass and knocked away by the linebacker intended for the rookie tight end Carl Glenn. Glenn, as well as Pickens, went on a tear at the end of the regular season. I'm pretty sure they put up a touchdown in the last 4 of 5 weeks. We go for Glenn here, and we're just shy. But I want us to go for it. Both teams coming out in a heavy look. Weak eye formation for us as we go to that left-hand side, cut back to the right. And that'll be a first down by James Cook and a great set of blocking. But back to broadcast we go. Trips up top, tight end just off the line to the bottom. Will be another run here for Cook, trying to find some room to run, and spinning off the tackle will actually end up losing some yards as it makes it 2nd and 9. We'll only go for a gain of 1. Tight shotgun look here. Stafford will pass here. At least you would assume so. There is going to find finally Isaiah McKenzie. Was sitting open for a little while, but I guess we let things develop a little bit before checking down. And now on 3rd and 4, another empty set. 4 to the top. Will be a pass underneath. Going to be a first down. James Cook down to about the 39. They say 40. I say that's not correct. But we'll take the first down. Same formation, just flip to the other side of the field. Stafford sitting in the pocket, waiting, needs to get rid of it, and finally Will late, comes out wobbly and a little short of his intended receiver, and I have no idea who that was coming back for it. Maybe was Mecole Hardman. He's normally our deep threat. We do find him here though, and that juke and the then broken tackle cost us a lot of yards. Should have been close to a first down. Instead, 3rd and 6, we go back to that empty look with the bunch, as well as a further out receiver up top. I want to say, there's Jerick McKinnon. But we're going deep down the bottom with a wide open Pickens. Into the end zone, we score first. Busted coverage for the Seahawks, I can only assume. Maybe we'll see something on the instant replay if we can get one. There we go. Throw deep from Stafford, and just, seems like he just beat the one-on-one coverage. And now it's time to see how our defense can handle this offense. We come out with a double A-gap look. They go with a run down the middle. A little late reaction there from Davis allows a 4-yard run. Dameon Pierce is their running back, so they have some really good talent that we're going to have to find ways to contain some way, shape, or form. As they go with back-to-back runs, be about gain of 5 there. And as a quick reminder, once again, in the playoffs, only one game per episode, so we'll be watching the entire game. Heavy look here will be a run to the top, and Nakobe Dean was there, but Pierce edges out the first down. And Dean is coming off a fantastic year, leading us in tackles for a loss, and interception. So a really good year from him at the middle linebacker spot. 157 tackles in total. So we're going to need him to come up big here today as we have a 2nd and 3. Under center goes Mahomes. Will be another handoff down the middle, and not a great read there by Quay Walker. Once again, they'll edge out a first down that we should have had someone there to keep from being a first down, but a bunch to the top under center once again for Mahomes. Will be another run and really good blocking. Consistently finding open space as the backup comes in, Huntley. I think he had the previous run as well. Mahomes drops to shotgun here. Be a run, this time a fullback checks in, and there's a stop by Nakobe Dean. 3rd and 1. Stoke still back there at the running back spot. Very similar to the Cardinals franchise with Nall. They go with a run, and there's a stuff up top. Gotsis, as well as both the middle linebackers, there to get the stuff. And following a really good punt, we'll be starting back at the 12. And I did forget to mention, on defense, we are missing Floyd. He was injured in practice this week, so if we could win this game, he'll be back next week. Also, speaking of winning this game, if you don't know the tradition with this series, if you guys get the video 50 likes and we win the playoff game, the next playoff game will be out tomorrow. So we'll have back-to-back episodes or back-to-back videos, I guess, with the Cardinals franchise also coming out tomorrow. So make sure you get this video 50 likes and we get a win, and we'll be back again. Same will go every single playoff game as we get down the middle with Isaiah McKenzie crossing the 35 down to the 37. Stafford 6 of 8 on the day as we start the second quarter. Be under center. Hard count. We do get a jump, but didn't snap it in time. Hand the ball off, and will end up being about a gain of 2. They say 3. I'll take it. Gives us a nice 2nd down. 2nd and 7. We'll go back to the run. Cut back to the top, and not working great there. Only a gain of 1. So that leaves 3rd and 6. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. And they also have Chase Young on the defensive line, who's coming in and will get the sack on Stafford. So just one more high talent player that we need to keep an eye on. And the Seahawks defense bounces back, gets the stop. Now it's time for their offense, see if they could bounce back and get something going here. First drive went okay for the first couple first downs, but then stalled out. They'll dump this one off to Stoke, who just got lit up by Lewis Seen. Holds on to it for the gain of 5 to bring up 2nd and 5. Tight ace formation here. Gonna motion over the receiver to the top, fake the handoff, go with the dive down the middle, and Stoke will get forward for another 2. Don't know quite why he's back there running so much when they have several other good running backs. They'll go to him here, and there is Davis in the backfield. We'll force another punt here off another tackle for loss. So we'll come out on offense, our 3rd possession, starting in I with 2 receivers to the bottom. Will be a handoff down the middle, cut back to the bottom, and be a short gain again of 1. Not averaging a whole lot per rush so far, about 3 yards as we go empty set, trips up top, twins to the bottom. Stafford with a quick throw to the outside and just mistimed it. Maybe just poor accuracy. We've seen accuracy crop up a couple times as an issue. 3rd and 9. Trips up top. Carl Glenn off to the bottom. We go all the way up top. Well, not all the way, but to the numbers with a first down to Mecole Hardman. He's definitely been a really solid receiver for us this year. I'm pretty sure he passed 1,000 yards in total. Another run down the middle from Cook, and he did pass 1,000 yards. And I want to say 11 touchdowns, 1 fumble. So not too bad for a first-year player. So we go with a heavy look to the bottom, but stretch the top. There's plenty of open room. Trying to get around the corner, does. Spins off the tackle, steps out. A little bit of a late hit, but no penalty thrown. About 2:20 left before halftime. Empty look here for Stafford. Trips to the bottom. Sit in the pocket, go deep to the back corner, and that's another open receiver. But Isaiah McKenzie can't get the second foot down inbounds. Missed opportunity. So we stay with the empty look here. Same formation, quick toss to the top. And that was almost a pick play on our own receiver. Luckily, we get the catch. And the 2-minute warning as well. So that leaves us with 3rd and 2. All teams have 3 timeouts. Will be a pass here across the middle, and that time we do break up our own pass. But I want to make sure we go for this. We're already up a touchdown. We could go up by 10. I would love to go up 2 touchdowns, or at least have the opportunity to, as we have our receiver breaking open across to the outside. No one's going to catch him. Isaiah McKenzie does get his touchdown, just not on the deep shot. Instead, slant route opens up wide open, and he takes it to the house. Just clear across the middle. No one left. The other receiver, not Pickens, Mecole Hardman. He gets the block. So with 1:48 seconds and all of their timeouts, what can Patrick Mahomes do here to try to get his team back into it? Starts with a pass to the top. Tight end does a pretty good job. Fights through 2 tackles. Ends up going down. And is that Disley, perhaps? No, he normally wears an 89. Pass to the bottom this time. Caught and then out of bounds by number 10. Is that D-Hop? Can I get some names here? I don't see a receiver with a superstar, so that's confusing, but it is actually D-Hop. So another really high talented player that we got to keep an eye out for. And there's a knockaway by Quay Walker. We'll force 2nd and 10. 1:24 left on the clock. Bunch to the top, under center again for Mahomes. We'll drop back. Has some pretty good blocking. Pass to the top once again to 89. He will get the catch in about a yard and head out. So 3rd and 9. Tight shotgun look, and the tight end is Disley. Just as a quick update. Pass rush really not getting anywhere close to Mahomes. So looks like he might have all day to make his throws, but he throws that one away and they'll punt away. So now things have kind of reversed themselves. We're now the team with the opportunity to get some more points, or at least some points on the board before half. That pass not quite thrown far enough to the outside, but Chase Young shaken up on the play. Try to get that out to the tight end Carl Glenn, but on those wheel routes or switch routes, they just really struggle sometimes to actually get to the outside where you expect them to throw it. As another sack for the Seahawks forces us to, actually I think they called the timeout. So 3rd and 17, 1st down or bust pretty much for this drive. Look for maybe Hardman over the top, but the safety does stay over the top. We'll go with the comeback route, and Pickens gets it. We'll go to the hurry up, let some time drain off the clock. We do have all 3 of our timeouts, but don't really want to use them until we get to the other side of the field. Toss this one deep. Hardman, one hand grab, and who needs timeouts when you could score without using them? Up 3 touchdowns in the first half. Stafford may be getting up there in age, but that cannon of an arm still present as Mahomes is needing to use his own. Going to a quick out route to Disley once again really isn't helping them out too much. They called their 2nd timeout. Empty look now. Would expect a deeper pass here. 22 seconds left before half. You're down 21. And they do go with a deeper pass, caught by Hopkins to the 46. Still have not crossed midfield. And I don't think they've crossed midfield at all today so far. A tight shotgun look. 16 seconds and counting. Pass again underneath, caught by number 5, who turns up instead of heading out of bounds. It really doesn't get him much extra. And that doesn't get them anything. They don't call their last timeout. At least I think they had one more. They might not have. Either way, it's halftime. Let's see if we can get an update on some of the other scores as the team heads on in. And here are the updated scores. No team, for the top 2 at least, have played. Obviously one of those being us. But Washington takes care of business against the Giants, and they will be moving on. Seahawks will open the second half on offense, and they need a touchdown drive just about immediately. They start with a run down the middle, and Pierce will get 3. Haven't seen him much since the first drive. He had a few carries and then just kind of disappeared. They brought out the fullback, and he's been primarily the only running back out there for a while. Pierce again will get another couple yards. And he'll bring it to 3rd and 6 with a double running back look. Shotgun set. Mahomes sitting in the pocket will find an open receiver who holds onto it. Number 5 had a catch before halftime. And that is Jay Palmer. The name is not coming, the first name at least is not ringing a bell. As they go with another short run, actually gained 5, not too bad. 6 rushes, 19 yards, could be better. 2nd and 5, 2 receivers up top for Mahomes, who's sitting in the pocket and will fire up there, finding number 12, who gets by Chandon Sullivan. Get an extra couple yards. But now they have crossed midfield. I don't think they did that before halftime. I know they got close. 1st and 10 pass from Mahomes here. D-Hop just chilling open. Stokes a little too soft on coverage. Definitely the best drive we've seen from them so far as they get down to the 25. Empty look for Mahomes. Trips to the bottom. Twins up top. And he'll go down to the bottom corner. And that's caught for a touchdown. But a flag is down. And it looks like this might be coming back. And that is killer for the Seahawks. For some reason, I was going to say Saints. Definitely not the Saints. We took care of them in the regular season. But that is killer for the Seahawks, who finally got a touchdown on the board to have it called back in a fumble that we don't scoop up. They'll maintain possession. D-Hop just not able to keep a hold of it. Got the catch, but then quickly took a shot. Getting lucky for them, it goes out of bounds. 2nd and 17, pass to the bottom. Will be a short catch by Pierce, gain of 4. And there's just been a lot of underneath throws for Mahomes today. And he's been pretty accurate, only 2 incompletions on the day, but not a whole lot of chunk yards as he does go for a chunk here. Knocked away by Stokes. 4th and 13. Do they kick the field goal? And the field goal unit does come out. Kicking from the 35, a 45-yarder. Gets them on the board. However, they're still down 3 possessions, so we're still looking pretty good as we're about halfway through the 3rd quarter. Gonna go with the throw to the top and caught by Pickens, turns up, and we're already up to the 45. 3 passing touchdowns on the day for Stafford, and it's been pretty accurate. A couple iffy throws here and there, but for the most part, it's been pretty good as there's a good run. Best of the day, I believe, for Cook, but this one also might be coming back. And if this is on Ben Jones, okay, luckily for him it's not. It's on Shaq Mason. Will still back us up for a 1st and 17 as we go with another run, and plenty of running room again there for Cook. Won't get all that yardage back, but we'll get a good chunk to make it 2nd and 6. He looks like he could be subbed out, but staying in for one more play at least. Tight shotgun look here. Will be a pass across the middle, caught. That's the tight end with the 1st down, getting us down to the 43. And no, Cook still staying in. Playoff style of football here. He doesn't want to come out. 2 tight end look to the top with a close in receiver. Will be another pass here. Going down to the bottom, caught. Pickens once again. Seems like he's kind of taken over a little bit of the kind of in between the deep and medium passes. It's where we've seen Mecole Hardman a lot this season, but he's been going a little bit deeper as we're starting to stretch out the field a bit more with Carl Glenn taking over underneath. A good run here from Cook gives us a 1st and goal down to the 7. Just shy of 6 yards a carry. As we have that 1st and goal, will be a handoff. Jerick McKinnon checks in and tries to plow his way through, but is about an inch or 2 shy of the end zone. But we'll stay in a shotgun look here. 1 receiver to the bottom is Mecole Hardman. Bunch to the top. Will be a pass. Had 1 guy open pretty quickly. Pass rush coming in, and we'll barely get that pass off in time. 3rd and goal as we now come out with a heavier look. That weak eye will be a handoff. And in? No! Not in? I don't know about that. They say Patrick Queen got the stop, but I don't know. We're going to go for it, though. Swing this one to the outside. Caught by James, but not able to get by the corner. And the Seahawks will have themselves a goal line stand. Luckily though, we're still up our 3 possessions, so we're still solid as there's only 22 seconds left in the third quarter. A good job there from Davis to get off the line pretty quickly, but chose to go the wrong way as Dameon Pierce cuts to the other side and will get 3. And that should have been our last play of the third quarter. Indeed it is, so we'll head into the fourth with a solid margin of victory, 21-3. Again, make sure this video gets 50 likes and we are back tomorrow as long as this score stands. So to help make sure that that score stands, defense, you're going to need to continue to do your job, in offense, if you could keep scoring, that'd be nice too. 2nd and 7. Mahomes sitting in the end zone. Pass rush is coming in, but he smartly steps up, still takes the sack, but won't be a safety. Now that really pushes them far. 3rd and 14. Goal line formation at the opposite goal line where they would really want. Good run down the middle though. Solid blocking gives them some space, but that's just to punt the ball. And one thing I would really love is that from this screen, I wish I could turn on chew clock mode, because that's all we need to do at this point. James Cook is running the ball though, and running effectively, gets a gain of 5 on first down. And maybe we are chewing the clock already. Down under 10 seconds on the play call, or play clock. Sounds good to me. Be another handoff here from Cook down the middle. Queen with the tackle. Gain of 2. That leaves 3rd and 3. As we come out with a heavy set, Mecole Hardman alone to the bottom. Will be a stretch to the top, and luckily he actually didn't cut in as I was hoping he would. Stays to the top and gets the first down. 15 rushes, 81 yards for Cook. I was hoping to get him a touchdown on that last possession, but just wasn't in the cards. As he checks out, Jerick McKinnon comes in, and he'll run down the middle, trying to run through Quentin Williams. And we suffer an injury along the offensive line. Hopefully that's nothing big. I think Isaiah Wilson, I think that's his first name, will come in. Not Isaiah Wilson. Is it Isaiah Wilson? Maybe. That might be the correct name. I think he's the one that comes in to spell out any of the injured offensive linemen. 3rd and 2, a first down run here for Cook. Be about a gain of 4 as he's 10 yards away from the 100 mark. If you include his receiving numbers, I'm pretty sure he's past that already. Will be another run, stretch to the bottom here, trying to get around the offensive lineman and really not able to. I'll say he actually gets a gain of 1, so a lot of effort there to get marginal of any kind of gain. Another run to the bottom, stuck to the lineman, and will end up falling down. Be again just a gain of 1. 3rd and 8. 3 minutes remaining in the game. Stafford sitting in the pocket. Pass rush will get there eventually. Pass thrown away. So Young Hoku comes out kicking from the 26 to make it a 36-yarder to make it a 21-point game. Not saying the game is over, but there's some vocalist who's getting her voice ready. So now Patrick Mahomes, who has only managed to help get his team 3 points on the day after almost having 5,000 passing yards on the season and almost 50 passing touchdowns. Haven't seen much of that at all, but they're gonna need to see it here if they're gonna have any chance of getting back into this. Under 2.5 minutes, and they still need a lot more, and these checkdowns definitely aren't helping, especially when Jacoby Dean lights up Pierce like that. 3rd and 1, 2:19 on the clock. They do have all of their timeouts, so there's something. As Mahomes will pass underneath this time, caught, first down by number 5. And right now, the only bird flying is a Falcon. Seahawk has been grounded for pretty much the entire game. They had one good drive on offense, and that one's intercepted. Eric Stokes looking for some room to run, but not gonna find it. Instead, they'll be just sending us quickly into the locker room to celebrate a playoff victory. And we'll come out here with the offense to help run it out. Hand this one off down the middle with some decent blocking. We'll get forward for a gain of 6. 1 more yard is all we need to end up getting that 100 mark for Cook. So let's make sure we get that. And then we could go ahead and kneel it out, as it doesn't look like they're going to be calling any timeouts. Cook will get past 100 yards on 21 carries. and this game is over. And this Georgia-only team came into a playoff game where they were definitely considered the underdogs. The Seahawks had a much better team in terms of high-end talent, but the Falcons completely shut them down, allowing only 3 points throughout the entire game to a team led by Patrick Mahomes. Just got to give them props. And now we have to shift our focus to the LA Rams, who finished their season 14-3, and they have Cooper Kupp, who had over 2,000 receiving yards this season and 25 touchdowns. So, big threat. They are second in offensive passing yards a game and first in points per game. They're also first in points per game on defense, third in passing yards per game, and seventh in rushing yards per game. I feel like it would be safe to say we're about to play against the Super Bowl favorites. And they have a much better team than what we have. An 84 offense, 87 defense, and 85 overall versus a 76 offense and 80 defense for a 77 overall. This is a big difference in talent, but we saw that does not matter against the Seahawks. We completely took care of business, 24-3, and it's not like I had much say of it. It's primarily all sim, and maybe we'll make us go for it occasionally, take care of a drive before half or something like that, but the team is just playing extremely well. So if you want to see this team play again tomorrow, make sure that you get this video 50 likes, and this playoff game will be posted after the Cardinals video, probably by about an hour. So typically posted at 12:30 Pacific time, so it would be 1:30 Pacific time, so do your changes to wherever time zone you're in. That's only if you guys get this video 50 likes. If not, we'll be back on Saturday for the normal scheduled time. So leave that up to you guys. But until then, we'll see you guys later. Bye.